Draft Award 22 is here. People, it's time to win again.
This is the time for us to draft until we draft. That must be our slogan and rallying cry now. And along the way, we should be asking ourselves some critical questions.
Are we still enjoying 3 square meals a day? While our boys on the ground lack the basic gear they need to resist the occupiers?
Are we still living a life of luxury and comfort? While our brave restoration forces lack medical supplies at the home front?
Are we still throwing big birthday bashes while our restoration forces lack basic communication equipment to maximize their efforts?
Are we still going on cruises and expensive vacations while our IDFs on the ground go without food and logistics?
Are we still finding excuses not to make the necessary sacrifices and drafting big while our restoration forces lack the game-changing equipment that they so desperately need to bleed the enemy?
On a daily basis, how much are we putting aside for our liberation, knowing that only through the fierce resistance are we going to liberate our beloved country?
Are we providing the federal government and the CIC the means to carry out some of the critical, intelligence and other special operations across the national territory?
As we ponder these questions, we must remember that a goal that is not funded is nothing but a wish. And we must not let Amazonia die as a wish, because we failed to fulfill our patriotic duties by making the great sacrifices befitting a great people.
The World Draft once more is coming to your county. Stand up and be counted. No greater victory was ever achieved than by greater sacrifices. We are enough, so let's draft, and draft until we drop. Our existence as a people depends on that.
It is Award 22. Let us draft until we drop.
Fellow Amazonians, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Indeed, it is Award 22, so we would have to draft and draft and draft until we drop. As you can see, we are coming out today. This is an impromptu, very important discussion we will be having today, and we thought that it's necessary for us to come and meet you and have this time. From the title, which I believe you're seeing on there, it states matters arising. Strangely, a lot of people have called me, particularly from the home front, a few minutes ago to find out earlier on, is it true that Nobity is alive or dead? And there is a video purporting a certain death of Nobity. Well, that's a question we will attempt to provide to you some answers based on the available data. Also, we have seen on social media screenshots parading the court case that is in Maryland yesterday. We're going to touch a little bit on that, what's happening. We can't tell you information that we probably don't have, but we will, as a part of our responsibility, we'll try to inform the misinformed and to put a halt on the disinformation or the fake propaganda that is going out there pertaining to that court case. There are also some issues relating to the leadership of the struggle that we'll be talking about. We have some images and some opinion or policy opinion relating to some of the leaders that have been a part of this struggle. And there are questions whether or not they are still leaders in the Amazonian Liberation War. We have approximately 90 minutes to have this discussion. In 30 minutes into our discussion, we will open the phone line so you can participate. We will not take too much of your time in today's talk, but we believe that as you get to talk about it, you will get to understand a lot of things that are happening. I'm not going to waste any time. War Chai and Ochiba Nursing are already here. And we are just going to start right away. You can see them right on your screen. We're not wasting no time for nothing. And we will start. Good evening, my brother. Masalo now.
Oh, we
Yeah,
hear fine.
some. Okay, that's good.
You hear
I
me?
said, I hear you fine, fine. Just between the talk and Jerry Grand, the talk mode go.
Yeah, so I salute Ambazonia people, all man were there for home front, and people were there for diaspora, where they put their heart for this struggle, where they want to see and say, we fight for free our homeland. Because without freedom, um, man not be exercise, live a good life. You need for stay for a place where you be free, for place where you they're not going to intimidate you, place where they're not going to try for assimilate you, place where they're not going to try for dictate for you, place where they will give you accountability, place where you will call and say now your own home. Because no matter who side you be, if you're there for foreign land, you never be enough for home. Home is home. Even animals them, they get their home. Even Robip, they get you whole when I own home where they call them. So I be on this note for talk all Amazonian people say the thing where we dey experience other countries and where we check and say now good countries like America, different countries now so they be fight to for their own freedom. Now so they be fight for their own survival. Even small picking where they born you, it get for cry, it get for somebody for fight for the own survival. So all these things the way we try for do so, now so it get for be. We don't restore with country, we get with government, we get with LGS and counties, make everybody go fight for day. But we also acknowledge say sometimes indeed some people that think they with bad spirit, where they want to try to promote the spirit of individualism instead of a collectiveness. So we see say La Republique is fair because all things are probia it decide them. And and for that one, we don't talk say no, we don't want that system for probia. So we want a society where everybody will participate for everything, a decision maker, and a society where when you vote leaders, they can give accountability back for you. So now the Ambazonia that way we don't come for here, forget them. I know some people they will talk say this so you know concern them. Yes, you know we always know the pain where some people them where they be like nationalists they feel them. Now until when you don't be disgraced somewhere somehow before you go understand. You understand because if old man when he fall for down na for the time where he remember say they get for carry waka stick before he work out with them. So Ambazonia people we get for stand firm and know say we be two different countries with La Republic. If anybody for whatsoever reason he checks say he one must be with La Republic, the boundary still be open, you cross you go for La Republic. So today we will talk and we will also take on a question them today. I thank on a plenty. I mean UN.
Okay, thank you very much, Watcher. If you hear the way you and take this to restart and we will visit some subject again. And when this subject need to do with election, you see, you and talk so you go there for country, where in a country where you go choose your leader, you go vote am. And then it get as it be now, it is show say this so for the time the interim government, when Dr. Sako leader, meaning one and only interim government. It believes any time we war day election no get today. So when I check say the palava democracy where they talk say election make democracy or democracy make election or both must go together. Or wait visa the sense for that talk when I begin talk that in Mudiera. Watch your own to read in your hand now.
Thank you, Mr. Paddy King. I salute you. I salute you, Mr. UN. My brethren, I salute you, our brethren, for home front. The one way in there for ground one, the one way in there. I salute you now. And I know say our ancestors, the devil on our side. And the mighty God, with his spirit, they lead you now for whatever we want to do. We throw now someone a hold and tight. We now welcome again back so now to watch us again this week. Actually, this program be meant for now so that we go enlighten ourselves, we teach ourselves for which we want to know. Actually, if I go directly for this question when Mr. Paddy King asked me, you get for no say, when would they, then you know, if they, when you there for war front, commander away there for front, you know, go change that commander because that commander is there for that time for war and for fight that war. We'll get for practice all our resources, everything we'll get them, put them for that war. for gear that war. Hardware will put that inside, common knowledge will put that inside, for food or say food stuff. So for wartime, all these things that they be rational, they need to be sufficient. So would it think how we want end the war, how we want push and go, big strategy, how you want deal with the general. So that one are the president and the general commander. How you want put war? Even for America, we will talk say the independence today. I hear Mr. UN talk. No be everybody actually they partake when it concern time for this trouble. Yes. Not be everybody to go to bed. You feast always contribute something. Even when you be silent, take sides, but you be silent, you protect the other people through advice. You don't still do something important. 30% them, as history they talk, they be fight for just 30%. They partake for the American War of Independence, where they get their freedom. Up to today, some of us they enjoy where you want to tell them they will also will not there for that one. I think actually, if we go inside election for wartime. Even for UK, during that time for Ukraine war, we come, their parliament, they be say, no, Boris Johnson, he said, no, we'll not go the commander way there for this war. The commander way there for this war, now the commander will not change commander for wartime. Even for Churchy, on time where be there, war be there, they not be change the commander for that war. So, like the same thing we talk. The interim government, now the main factor, everybody, they look the interim government led by Dr. Samuel Sakwe Kome. The whole Ambazonia and foreign land. Everybody where the sympathizer for Ambazonia, they look now on one particular direction. Now here where they know not just individuals where they never team act, because one man there for group when a woman man a woman the support party or a woman a family they support their own movement where they inside they go register say they be organization. There where you be man where they lead. For example, like Cho Ayabana, other people, na individual commander them, nobody not put them there. This one, na interim government way, today we talk say no, new leader don't come up, new leader don't come. But at this particular moment, so with the hold anything you concentrate now for war, you concentrate now for send the enemy within and the enemy way, if they far away, we will war them. Because the one way then there within us, they don't even turn more poison. Because if the thing that say you go war the one far, the man for corner you go poison you or you choke you knife for your corner ribs. So as you want shoot far, may understand say some man there for your corner we give first clear. Now enemy now you will walk past the man way they far. Because the man way they far if you see the camp, but your enemy for corner house, if you see the camp, poison go there you, all kind of thing go there. So now we call and say for that particular moment, election not be the key. That other coup plotters IG where they make election. My people for home from my brethren want to understand the coup plotters. There are people where they be lie, where they lie. They walk na lie, all things where they talk na lie, they don't get evidence up to today they talk, where they don't be infractions. They fight among themselves because they don't really make my work easy for me. That coup plotters as when I see so. They don't make my work easy. First, they be first small, but they be make plenty noise. Now, so they don't make my work easy because they fight among themselves, they expose themselves, they talk say, now you be talk say, this man a lie man. Now you be talk say Dr. Sako don't thief. Now you be talk say Dr. Sako don't this way. Get evidence. Now you be talk say Dr. Sako don't play this kind of game. You not be straight this and game. Only among them. They fight among them. So they're for difficult position among them. So they themselves have the right one they discover say Christopher Anu where na crazy Enos where be been at the mastermind for that coup plotter. And I be that mayor for Sodom and Gomorrah. They don't discover say ye self. It be one na power. I see every man he can talk for na me the talk. He can talk say na he want the power. So it tell you how corrupt it be for that side. Then he want power. Imagine you want give power for that few people that they support that coup plotters. Power for somebody where if first be corrupt. You get say 135,000 ETFAM. You never even give account for that one. The council for TV, ABC TV, where ETFAM, you never give account for that one. So you want put this kind of person where you walk in a lie. So when you want can go rich, more pick the things on put some one together to make the right number. For understand say this situation where they now say it be serious. Their own side, they don't help. They don't really help us because if you know they follow up, they broke their own problem only with them within them. Though you know say na liars. Any house where, as the Bible talks, say, if you be house on top sand, if you be house for lies, may you know say a lie go kill them. He said that people where they live na by sword shall die by sword. Say that if you choke na knife, you walk na thief man, you be bandi, you hold na knife, you choke people. May you know say na knife choke will choke you. Maybe you want to choke your friend, other bandi, or other thief man to the choke you, then the knife end up your skin. So now the part that why they bring in there, I will come back. Thank you, Mr. Paddy. Are we there?
Yes, I be the here
The
to you
man-
talk now. I say they plenty thing they happen for back machine with the holla. You want add
Okay.
something for that talk? We can add up.
Yeah, may I add something for that issue on elections? We know, say, in times of crisis, in times of warfare, they not fit always make free and fair elections. And we go know, say, election are two way they involve campaign. And the goal for the campaign, I say, any candidate, he want for use advantage for tear down the other candidate. And by so doing, it cause division. So we there in a state of liberation first. If you take this Maslow scale of preference, it talks which way it matter, now physiological needs, air, oxygen, and whatsoever. The next thing, now security. We want secure we land, safety. We want secure we land, liberate we land from La Republic. Things like election, they could come after we don't already secure we land, liberate we land from La Republic. Now, why that way the first constitution, the constitution for the interim government, where they drum, where Ayuktabe be publisher, if it talks the mandate for the president, it will end 3 years upon arriving Boya. So elections, it will come now after they don't secure, they don't liberate. You know, if you go for hunt for bush, you want to go hunt cutting grass. You don't stand at the top. How you go for divide and so you stay for do so. Maybe you go see until of the sleep. Instead for you for first cut and kill and put them for your pocket. Then before you really understand how you go for divide and but you stand at the top, say, okay, I will sell food at plain jange. I will say this one I do so. I say this one I do so. Before you want to touch the antelope, it come out a wrong goy. You see these coup plotters now, they don't already sign a ceasefire. They don't forget about the war. They're not busy now for elections. Whereas for the make campaign for election, whereas La Republic is there for us, they work at the key with people. You see, that is a whole distraction. So when we don't free the country, election will come now on a third level for Maslow's scale of preference, where we talk like say love and belonging. So you belong to this and that and all those kind of stuff. Then we'll go for self-esteem and then actualization for try for see how we realize for implement all structures the way they will hold for our country But at the level where we still one fight for make or you see, for example, the interim government, the president, they concentrate the draft because La Republic they borrow money every day for go to fight our people, for the kill with people. When I read yesterday, they said they fight for Bali. They fight for Bali with La Republic and with boys that they fight for Bali. But people when they want to make elections, they don't already leave them war. They fight now for elections. You see how they tear themselves. Do you want to talk how this one be tips so do so? And I check say this issue for election. Now agenda where La Republic is put on. The agenda where La Republic is put on now for make sure see me they move the leadership where a day where it stand for independence. Me the clear way for find way for put a leader where it will be compromising. That is the reason why you will see even at this level. These people, they don't call the talk say they want to make elections, and which time it comes will coincide with election. Now for September, where United Nations it will can't enter, where it will cause distraction. Now on August, where we for the fight, 6-7 months where they 8 months where they come, they know they fight them La Republic. Either they fight interim government, they thief money for interim government. They say me they not draft. They say me they not me people they not pay money for ABC and all those things. Them where it means they don't find a way for sell out to La Republic. That is why you will see some of them, they can't talk. Say me, they go clean compounds. They go start community school. They meet people, they go do so. Me, they not make no lockdown. Me, they not make no go stand and all those kind of stuff them because they are going there. And Irene and Security, they don't start to talk now. Say, oh, when they even great time, they not go talk saying a government. They will just talk now. Say now a group like any normal group because they don't start they put the agenda for restoration, a revolutionary council. And that revolutionary council, when they go gather for them, including leaders, the way they fight against us, like Ayaba, the way they kill with people. So they want to present themselves in front of La Republic, not as a government, but a revolutionary council, and where it will be in a group of Anglophones, where they will come and use them, like how will they go use them, we use opposition people them for the tripartite talks them and all those things, where they be the one like sovereign national dialogue. A conference now they go trick them. They say large débat, tripartite talks, and they go do all those things. They go bribe those leaders. All of them, they go to Frederick conduct Belebu by them inside Chiruma. All of them, they end up when they work for inside La Republic. So me, when I not say these people, they mean any good for Amazonia, and that is the reason why they be out for fight and tear down the institution where it represent Amazonia. But we get for stand strong. We get for maintain with interim government, maintain with counties, maintain with LGism. We get for draft, and we get for meet La Republic as a government, and for international mediation. Nobody have for talks them inside Africa or anywhere and whatsoever. Me La Republic come for Swiss talks with proof. If he get legal proof on top us, me a come for Swiss talk with them. So we know we could leave a few people. They can't spoil the revolution with people and they don't die. A few people, and we know if something happen. La Republic, you can't fool people. What will be the difference between a province and a region? And then very soon tomorrow, that region where they not change from province to region. And I said they want to say all people for this side they get the same cultural characteristics, so that you want here the carry Bamenda now they join Abu Bafusam. Carry maybe Southern Zone now they join up with Littoral. So that means something not always exists again like Anglophone. The next 10 years after, they can't talk now say the official language for Cameroon for there na French. Then what you gonna can do? So that is why we call on with people them. So me they listen to what ABC people and they talk. Me they listen to ABC what ABC they talk. No matter for people where they work at the church with federalists, join enter meeting with coalition for dialogue and negotiation. And what small time when I will see director will put flyers them for them for where they don't already go settle for. And at that direction where they drive for the go for the way you know concern independence. Thank you plenty.
See, if I come in before
No, go ahead.
Mr.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, if I come in before you come. You
No,
and
go.
this,
Take your time.
yeah, this matter, they don't na program. Now they say kill all the brave fighters. You see how lastly, people like Ivor, I by side they don't kill Ivor, the other brave fighters them. You see lastly how they don't kill field marshal where tend to music marshal. They don't kill it for that side. They can't display a die body. Can't display different my die body more assume. Now their work say they don't kill them, but they can't display a different one a die body. Okay. Now yeah, Abenzonga, he can talk say, we don't talk with Julius Ayok Tabe. Say he go forget. Say he go forget. Say you know they again for independence. He didn't have one Cameroon. Yes, he don't talk true. Then you hear Christopher Anu talk say, oh, when I win this thing, I know what answer again, president. It will be an equal. I will answer a comrade. Ayok Tabe don't first propose and they give power back for Ayok Tabe inside prison. You more put all this one to one together. You give power for Ayok Tabe inside prison. Ayok Tabe don't rate him up with a Bezonga. Say he no still there for independence. He there for one Cameroon. So you, Christopher, I know you don't win power. Now you don't go. They don't kill all the general. May assume say they don't kill all the field marshal. For example, all the situation where the year, all the brave fighters. Not be saying a La Republic kill them. Now only we own insiders like these people like Chris Anu that they kill all the brave fighters because La Republic army not get one army where if you stand our boys them or if you stand this our kids the way they fight, they don't get one brave fighter where if you fight all them. So you see they only pass through that back door for kill them. After they don't eradicate all this sign, create a channel. You hear Christopher Anu they can't talk say, oh after the election, you just say election there. Which election? Which election are you counting for? There is no election there. You don't first talk say now you put Marianta inside your pocket. Now you dictate. Therefore, now you be the mayor for inside that group. Now you dictate where to get for be. So anything where you want to say, will be go election. This one are just a cover up. There is nothing absolutely. But probably we the head say at the talk say we the head either for number 4 or number 5 petit IG. That one they for back order that the group was scattered. They will head for number 4 or 5 IG. So this thing is just a channel. If you understand, put one to one together. All these people are the same. They get the same thing. Not just portrayed for international committee say, oh, that there is no fighting. Everything is all right. We come back to this thing as UN talk say. They reduce us from state to province, from province to regions. You hear they call you say region. Small time they will call. I don't know how they will start calling you. They don't even call you again like people. They call us now part of them because they don't mix us like you. The one for coastal region, the team up for Douala. The one them for north, the team up for Western province. Oh, it's just a game. It's just a game. Who will understand? Put one to one together. These people then behind the coup plotters. Now the game. Now so that they don't maximize these things. Waka. So then stand behind this trick just to play you over. No, That time don't pass. I think you get for open a shine ahead because you be the man for today. You be the man for today. No green men and fool you 2 times. No green men and fool you 3 times. Believe for your interim government. Believe for this government because now they get majority of the people now they get the resources where they be protected from every direction. So always stand still for watch these channels as you and talk. Forget the right one them. Over to you, brother.
Yeah, war child. When I don't talk something where I want leave this palaver election small, but they like say we will stay this small. We will look something. We will look at small. New as a campaign they take place for that Jangi group, never IG, never government. That Jangi group where maximum 7 people, 70 people there. Campaign they take place. The other man can start with big mob talk say that other woman no sabi for give money. The other woman can talk on top way, they lead way to some direction. He say that man call it for say if me be first man for go talk say film match have die. Question me then I say how you do know when film match have die where people they still try to confirm and where the before talk say network no be there the place. Which parameter they be use and for decide say film match have die. So it make a mistake my skin because that time people talk say na he kill him. Me I be use my own sense say na he kill him. I talk on my television say na he kill him say na he make the man hungry to do it. But now it shows that the people where they kill him don't record it as or really kill him. And they confirm him because we surely know. Or wait to check for that thing. You and you want start.
Well, you know, say Malemi, I always like for see proof for something, and I follow the pattern where you explain something. The way the narrative where you can put them for outside, Christian you can put them outside. Talk say first now 4 people they be there, another 4 they come, they go carry some person, can't tie him out, they do so, they go for forest, the other 4 stand for road, they go naggy for stick, and again they say no, they're shooting from a distance with a sniper, 400 army, then they come for go clay where me helicopter can carry the cops, you go, the helicopter go land for they carry the cops, you go, then we still see cops where they carry them on top Suzuki. You know, miss that part, you know, tell that part. Now, if a whole general like that one, where it talks in the fight, if they want to formulate the story, say be some kind where people feel even believe them, they will kill like some 4 or 5 people where they will talk about their bodyguard. How general they be he one? General not the be he one. But he can talk say this so they one person one show head they don't naki he come the other one they come die. General not the fall he one. But when you hear what you go talk from that woman Marianta, he can talk. Say, oh, even them for their family, they don't look that picture, you know, resemble the picture. But me, you just go outside, you go talk. Say, this way don't die. So, if you be a secretary of communication, that way even before the camp, he announced General Chacha, their own die, the other general.
One way they be said, wait to be your objective when you don't talk, say the picture not resemble film Masha. Yes. But make them must. Talk now my problem that why yes. It is they go announce and way it shows say even from his side from that statement they don't confirm.
Yeah,
and then who's got that other story come out?
The issue I said all the other generals the way they already die. Chris Alu they can't announce a USSF. If he announced General Ibo, if he announced Chacha, if he announced Amigo. If we announce all the other generals the way they die, how come this particular one, if he talk say, make a different person can go announce them? Make a different person can go announce them. That is the problem. And you only work as secretary of communication if you agree, say with communication for some person, under the person. Then you be unable to tell the truth for the person. You not even tell you the whole story for the person. You not talk the story. You not tell anything. Because in a normal procedure, they begin to convene their meeting. They should not fall down. They talk. We wait where they will come out, but they can talk. So you will see people they be very confused. A lot of people where they not even know what they do. They go carry one and die body on the outside. Keep it just smell. What they say they move out from mortuary smell so that me people do not go too close to it for identify them. Okay, if you go kill a general when La Republic kill a general, it make sure say it display all the equipment where the general they get and for your factory for play where it be there for day. They will put out all those stuff. Them say, okay, now 13 guns and you rock carry them. Now this one and this. Now this one and this. Now this one and this. How you would that means the general they will meet up for Market Square or for which kind of place where they will meet up and you want how you want the worker. How you want the worker? So all these things them now people the way they can't blindfold them. How you would trust person where a thief comes from for ABC? How you would trust person where it talk say people them kill your brother, he know the people, but he not will talk. It means say he prefer for hide the identity for the people them than to his brother. How you would trust person where he can take 135,000 US dollars, where they can go like close to 70 million CFA, he can take and say they go buy material there, ye and a gear one them. They take the money, they chop. Then they can't talk saying a scam. Now you be unable to show the person you face saying a scam. How you would trust person where they talk to me they take federation? How you would trust person where talk to me they not me ballet I'm not locked in solidarity with ballet. How you would trust person where he talks say he get the last word? Trust person where he the trouble with mean bank with them. Trust person where he talks say he the bypass with mean bank with them for airport for other side. How you would trust person where it come for outside they talk different in them. Say first problem na Aringwa. Second, no problem Aringwa. Now dysfunctional government. Person where talks to me they go give power back for Ayub Tabi. And where he already talk where Ayub Tabi like Zonga not talk. And even the French deputy where they call and say Nado not talk say Ayub don't settle for one Cameroon. That is why Ayub be fire a lawyer. Now why that way Ayub they talk say me to go make come to Mark Baratas, me to go make come to be happy and all those kind of stuff. Now why that way Ayub Tabi and the rest of them they write letter for support come to and then for denounce Patasan. So Ambazonia me gonna begin to open gonna eyes them. People the way they can't take with money, Chris and the Abongwa the Egiawan them, they can't take money more than 200,000 US dollars, more than 100 and something million, where they talk say they want to go fix a fee marshal your factory. If factory. What's that the money day? What's that money for federal marshal day? All those things. What's that the one for prison break will be taken a day? What's that the one for hurricane will be taken a day? The field marshal where they be talk after the woman go born begin with La Republic. A common camera they can't go give they will give the woman back for ye. They disarm ye. We want ask and say why not the fight? They say La Republic will spoil equipment. La Republic not spoil equipment where it not go show for outside it. Now they will spoil equipment. We don't give again more than 100 million. Say me they rebuild. Go side they don't rebuild. Only for now for other kind with all the kind of stories them where they can't talk all these stories them. They fight all these things. So at the PT people the way they go believe for all these things the best way he talk say he condemn Ayaba say Ayaba they go sell oil. Then he still come for front for they go talk say they don't go take deal for CDC and where they say proof not day. Even a pastor say not testify say proof not day. They go talk say oh they make bitcoins. Even Frank, you can't talk say no, nothing, not there for bitcoins and all those things. So it is surprised me say some person the whole Bible he say be pastor, but it come for outside they can't tell different things them. Even from one way they call say awesome. Now them that way they disarm Fako. Now they said we get 19 barrels them. Nothing is happening there. Nothing they happen for day. Where they go, they work at the sing praises to I do carry where they go job with the governor, with the Atangi, the other people them go. Attend the same occasion with the Vatican, Cardinal, and the rest with La Republic authorities and for day. So Ambassador, I'm going to open one eyes them. Say it not been a matter of views, it not been a matter where your voice big, it not been a matter where what it happen. If you believe so, you be the never again generation. There are pertinent questions you are supposed to ask. Not just hear something they believe and they talk say, oh, this man don't fight so, this man don't fight so. Okay, now he talk say he won't be president because he already lost anything. He not care, no nothing for loss. That means say. Now the thing that we want come for live television. He said he take message for Paul Tasson. He take message for Fru Jonathan. And he say one gather people. He one gather who? They Munzu them, they Frundi them, they Ayaba them, they Elismi them, all of them. People where they fight against us. So he talk now say one be like a unifier. He one gather those people. And which side the direction they go? The direction where they go there now Yaoundé. That is why they endorse unity warriors where they kill with people, unity warrior and unity palace and a unitary government where they for Yaoundé. Now the same thing. So me wanna open one eyes them Ambazonia people them. Me wanna open one eyes them. Me some person not can fool you talk say he get courage. Say courage because they catch Ayub Tabe now you want to go for day. Yes, if me back we talk say be assist for day because under normal sense normal circumstances. That time he been a period where no person for go set food for day. Yes, he go for day because they leave him, he go. Come a time to go for that side them too. Because all of them they work for La Republic. So that is why they cannot do them any harm for that side where they did for it. So me when I join, when I urge is them, when I stand, when I know we know say we don't talk say we they never again generation. Me they're not the fool we left and right. Now person that way, the ego take people them Abongwa and the rest, they can't fight interim government. What will happen? You don't carry them now, go throw away and progress. Now then that way the rest of the fight. Abongwa, he said they don't even believe say partner in crime. Chris Ann will throw them for motor park, and as we will do, including all these armed robbers, the way they do with you now, they don't take money for Amazon at the chop. The moment where they want the land for Yaoundé, they say Chris Ann who can abandon you people, and from there on our eyes and on our eyes and they go open. Thank you.
Now, me, I want to conclude for on top this thing by that campaign speech. You imagine, say, I don't talk for people, say, this man, they so, in no sense. And now you see Marianta, they use advantage, they think now they manipulate. They work here and this other one, them two way, na coconut head them, they call them Nanchop and this Akaba, or what you call them. And then the other one, we get plenty teeth, the talk say they so. He know even why he know nothing again one now only a yuktabe. But more left down the corner. So I want to as a can't see speech. The man this Dennis attempt can they not do fine work for that campaign speech for Chris because if me I beat them for write that speech, I will talk say this so you know can't stand for not television begin talk say categorically, you know me appreciate you, Marianta. You say for 6 months, you know that very sense way he know say it always come for television, can't criticize all man. That means say according to you as way two people they can't watch it. Every other man for television wrong, then you be right. It can't start. With that very line way, if obviously talk the same thing, even Marianta love at the library for talk say, well, for the 6 months, Marianta don't take thing way be a challenging time. You understand the team be Trump. It don't try a good. The team don't define. It don't try, but we need to make some more progress. And for make progress, we need this, we need this. Yes, speech. Marianta is no saving or nothing. He pass, he no become America self. See for 6 months, only for raise money, no be raiser. We no be fight the war, anyone. Then Mark conclude for the one for talk about he say one unite people, Amazonian people. That man who I talk for now, so I don't work with him for close to close, step by step, for 4 years. That man they so can take communications department where Milton Tucker get. Spoiler. Mateo now. Communications department we get reading and writing unit. It we get advocacy unit. It we get propaganda unit. It we get unit for multimedia, graphics. It we get different units them. The one the way that they work with all different departments of the government. Communication department we get people so 5 so they go make close to 30 important people doctor them with them communications department. Better people. The people start vex one they commot them. The one the way you could dismiss because it kick you, it just dismiss you when you know if he talk with you, it just dismiss you. The one they go dismiss them, the one the way they don't tire na excesses. When I get so old they way people be vex na me have the vex themselves about it. We just do go talk for them, say no man no get to talk for you. Now man that way talk for meeting, say no man no get to talk for you. It do now way to correct for you. Now you want talk to this, you want leave. Now man way if they for cabinet, he never listen to anybody for cabinet, including president. The day for meeting cabinet is still arranged for talking, don't come the talking on for side. He talks on time, they can't correct them. So the man say one unite Ambazonian them. Ochiba believes say one unite federalist, unionists, special statutionists. Now Ochiba I believe that. I mean I know they deny that one. But if say one unite Ambazonia, I wanna ask you one question. Which side, even for the communications department for Marianta and Jangi Group, it be head today. He don't do how with them. People not chop the fight now fight for communications department every day. Now we will narrow and down conclude them as one conclude it. Be say you see some papa them way na confusion is president called the sentimental confusion. That means people way they talk so but they look you to sleep na sleep. That means they work like pobia we speed come on another people for ngok tunjar ko lang that means that one way speed come on where you don't the your brain you don't lost sense. So for big grammar when they call talk so with demented confusion you see some of that papa them where some of them go pack themselves so that's why they call and say government affairs for that deleted defunct registration council. They try for coronate them all the in America join with EPA them all them. They want put when Mike Pussy, no fool them, Mike Pussy them, sorry. The one Putty Coronati. Because all them we want them now. Nakona restoration waiting with that thing. Now you know somebody name again fine Ochiba. Now waiting movement.
Revolutionary Council.
Revolutionary Council.
Yes.
So they want put them together.
Yes.
So that make them as way it did that way. They will put them together now. Then anoint Nai now, make Karangola and for Cameroon. And for confirm them. You don't need to talk Ochiba record and for phone way. You know Sabi. We talk say me the for move for take federation. I know what they talk now Ochiba this. Say move for take federation. Then after 20 years, we don't get gone. We'll fight now for this thing. And then come for a TV, come the talk on me, then it's another man the talk. But when I idea, and why Cameroon tells me tell another idea? Because if we moon a year and me start sing for our mind, say, hey, but it's in this so. Remember, if you first try this thing, first just take this federation, let's see how it will happen. Now the power that for communication, and now the power that for this platform will do there. So on top, they will go talk about Ayuk Tabewe, the sweet plenty. We will enter that talk now. Some picture and they will get them for you. I want man put the picture. Monafi begin see something for the picture. Terrible thing, I will cover some face them for you.
Yeah, before you want to see, I might add something for that talk one at the top. You know, this man, this Anu Imount, he did like T-Rex. I don't know, you know, T-Rex that have the largest, you get the largest bite. Now, so when you open that mouth, now so the thing they throw away. When they talk, he not get anything. They don't program me. He did a robot where you don't program Chris Anu, they don't program me. So you know the rule people because it take now how way you on the tell you say may walk. Now why that it they walk the go. So they don't get anything, you don't get any game where they play them. If somebody where if he fight for talk say go announce say my brother don't die. Which brother? If brother as you talk so if you once start this program, you say, oh some I don't see that photo where one of La Republique activists share and says the coin chat or it is share about FEMA is dead. They don't share them for Facebook, for social media. But I tell you, say, as well music, as well FEMA, Oliver, in name be now a music masha. Now I will tell you, say, no pity now also in name now actor, no pity. So it don't be the act now a movie. That if you see anything for social media, we know it's a movie. Now, part of the movie where La Republic don't strategize them, forgive our people for blindfold and say, Mo will kill all these people, say they go weak. As we don't make that one, that diamond body, they go take some diamond.
I don't watch that movie. I don't watch that movie. They try for the movie. They want.
Yeah, they don't try for
Moon will come. They take us small before we reach that place.
Yeah, they come there. Now, so the guy is smile. The man will sleep for bed. He put small cotton for his nose, left small hole. And so he breathe, then they smile. That one they call and say movie masha. They will get the one when a music masha. La Republic don't plan all this thing only at this moment for talk say, oh, you don't kill all that great fighters. You see, Nana Chris Ando don't take you know the answer again. Like say he gave an answer. Say he be leader, he not be leader too again. He be comrade. So all these things they don't canalize for the right direction. So they go yaonde. I want to tell you all these things and foul. Now foul. Chris Ano is one of the worst guys the way you feel imagine. Where if you imagine inside the struggle, it's just the following a game because now the worst tip man. There is no election not will take place for that for them there. Now already Chris Ano na automatic because na game where he don't be now he go come now his shadow go be. Why he go be for day? Because he go continue for do wait where they don't ask him for work. Now I tell you say even Jange group he get power pass that way to where they form and for they talk say they don't form organization say it will be the same like any other group. It will be as low for the floor. Of course, how you not gonna be a low for the floor? I tell you say a better day cheap week for Jange group than for be a member inside that house or for be president inside the house because cheap whip for Jange group at least if they collect money for door as money they enter it sanction people so you don't make noise you're supposed to pay fine. I end for day.
Easy. Achieverness, the matter no easy. So I be talk say something there here. We don't for Sunday they will be show some picture where it show na direction where the people don't take a Mark Barata them with Yerima them. We will bring that picture back. But before we bring that picture, I want to look something. For people that sabi read grammar, una read them. Now wait that.
Start for number one.
What start
Okay,
for number one?
Again, number one. Again, number two. Again, yeah, now number one.
Okay.
That.
Okay.
Una read the grammar. They tell you back.
Yeah, that number one, Ayuk Tabe. I mean, now one of the four conditions where Ayuk Tabe and Ayaba, they discuss with La Republique. They give four conditions for La Republique, how will they go for end the war. Ayaba become make video. He talks, he want to go talk for your war council. How will, before we come back, how will Ambassador them be reject him? You know, coming back and reach today.
Read them.
Yes, read them.
Condition number one, call for a ceasefire, order the military to go back to the barracks. This action will make it possible for our people who have been traumatized for years to be psychologically liberated to go about their businesses without fear of sudden aggression. The talk for grammar, we might talk and make people here. Then you begin give your propaganda analysis. For grammar, for grammar, the talk mean na say mami them and papa them. Which way Masa you talk for day for number one, we say make the fight stop. Then make La Republique fight at them. Go back, you know, tell me they come up for Amazonia. He said me they go back for their military, for their military station them. Like that one where they for up station. Me they go shoot up for day. You know, talk to me they go back out of Amazonia. Number two, he said when they do so, we now not the fear. People when they fear say they don't want to do some certain thing, then they did counter the whole the all man people do counter. He said we not go fear again. Say something they because thing they go there now no mercy. Now wait till I talk with them. He said for una mind, he said the thing will affect una mind them. It go check una mind. Say psychology, me say a psychology come now una mind. Him say where a mind because he knows a fear for una mind. The insinuation me I want interpret be talk na say it. If the driver talk say as we defend ourselves, La Republique the fight, it bring una fear. You know the driver talk now let's say we would make una get confidence so one bring the freedom. I say when I know fear when I get something happen. So business, he want me life come back normal. He says businesses without fear of sudden aggression. They talk about normalcy, 17 and they backfire. And at the Adam for talk for that talk we Chiba talk to it. If team them show say we not just like me people they die, we not just like fight, but all thing they normal. The international community go talk say Pobia can manage and accommodate the situation. So it's an internal problem. No need for Swiss mediation again. Now the thing that way Ayuk Tabe the advocate for. When I go ahead, when I want to, when I begin to talk the grammar. Now that was
you know say that thing now for now July 2nd, 2020, where they put them, where they can't go like 2 years. So it called a ceasefire. Talk to me people that go back to their barracks. Amid where it means say it not talking as it means say they go shoot out inside their barracks, them inside southern Cameroons. Nobody have to go for outside it. The reason why we want to give this connection now because now the same Ayuk Tabe where they already talk say me the ceasefire and make military go back for their barracks, meeting they come back to normalcy. Now you where Chris Ann will go write letter for memorandum of understanding memo or whatsoever. He say me they go give power back for Ayuk Tabe. Where Ayuk is not still there for independence again. And Ayuk Tabe, it be sent people, representatives for special status, for national dialogue. Where they be go for national dialogue. So it can't boil down for the same way where you can't see for the next one, the way we will talk, you will see how they talk, say the government again for do so, government again for do so. Which government? If it claims it being a government, now it is standard asks a favor from La Republique government. So Amazonia, we're gonna be open our eyes them. Before they carry on a coup plot, they carry on a go hand for La Republique for Yaoundé. That is exactly which way he did that. Now, here where you see this Mark Barat already the project, the project whatsoever, and where they will not talk say independence now abstract or they will lie. I talk say independence now abstract. I put their name to can't talk say the fight will not fight a be in vain because they will not brief them. The Bureau already briefed them for all those things. That is the reason why they come with division for try for the divide. We are you from power government. They go for APNC. They go for other kind of thing, for try every means possible for move for crumble the interim government, because now the interim government is stand for Ambazonia. And interim government, in order to talk for any ceasefire, 81 I say will go for negotiation. Even the time where we go for table for negotiation, fight will still go on. We go for negotiation for Switzerland. Nobody I say we go talk. Say me they make a ceasefire. I can't to be not signing on to know. I about them. They sign and say me they end lockdown, me they end ghost town them and all those things. But when they come, it will not remind people, so people they will forget. When I remember, I say you can't declare 1 month lockdown. You know the work I eat. You know they talk nothing about it again.
What do you talk about in number one? We will see and value.
That number one way you see and so you worry. People might think say na 2020, but more not forget say Abedzonga the other day talk say we get rally. He talk say Abedzonga na right hand for this man, Kamto, Maurice Kamto. Where you know even one of the worst person way if you know even 1 year about we now that people waiting there behind for throw sword for head made a cockot way then they put Maggie made a chop up if you get that way. So this right hand man, Abezonga, I can't talk say they don't win because they don't go for prison. They don't get some person where they don't get a yoke tabe, say don't answer their call for talk say no, day only for 1 Cameroon. So more I don't see that thing say that date there for this for 2020. You talk say maybe he don't change the decision. Now last time he don't change the decision or can't away. Now lie because Abezonga talk the thing. Then you get even Christopher Anu way talk the other day say, oh no, when we win we go. When all these things they so now Ayok Tabe will give you all things they go. So you get this one we get plenty tit for a month. You can say Jeka. You don't still can confirm say no more give and for Ayok Tabe. Don't forget so all these activism be the support then now Chris Anu would Ayok Tabe then get now one system where they work. So nothing different from this side.
See my brother. See now number 2 that never me writer. This thing is never me I talk up. Neither when I say already. Marry the grammar. Number 2 talk say condition number 2. He say unconditional release of all people detained and imprisoned as a result of this crisis, as well as declaration of a general amnesty to them. So you don't think say that one be surely if you job in a wayo for make say me they just left them, they won't come out in prison. But you don't think say this prison where they fight so if you find any style for just come out. What you check?
The unconditional release, that one will benefit itself Ayok Tabe because if it be the current man when I talk say a leader be, if I don't talk me they release everybody where they hold me behind. Those are the one of the words why they get for year. So that unconditional release, if he writes on one thing where you find, but it don't mean say the other thing them. If he still writes on one thing for cover up the other side them. So this one, the only thing where given is not found in that condition. Because all this deal where La Republique they do that thing, if you only liberate their own citizen, you know, if you liberate their own, you get Macron, where be there for France. He talk say, I don't say men be a release, come to. It be these people, other people be there, Macron may talk anything.
Yes,
so this
Macron say, no, that talk for Macron they so hurt me. Even though Ayuk don't do something not correct. Macron, that talk with Macron talk, say don't talk, say he don't ensure, he don't give condition. Even talk and say impose, he give them conditions. Say before this time, they don't release that man. Wait when Macron talk for that talk, now say he get the ability for remove any man we want from prison, and he don't choose. Say me Ayuk Tabe still there for prison. Now the meaning for that talk that Ochiba talk the number 2 so that more year and fine.
Before Ochiba come, not that what not be only Ayok Tabe, it don't prove for all the Naira 10 or for the 5,000 Southern Cameroonians, Ambazonians within their prison. I think now for we, that one would talk so would call upon other Ambazonians. Someone learn some lesson for this one because our punishment no come na sika Ayok Tabe no. He come say he come for either French, he come for Cameroon, they look us. Say the same thing where you return, one day you go there inside that prison. If you support the movement for this regime, where they put all or the key will begin, they put them for prison. May understand say one day that snake will turn your head.
You just go be victim. Yes, you and that number 2 year.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Number 2
What will
condition.
be? I know say they go for free. Now we wish send me the free all people them where they're there for prison because they not commit any crime. La Republic, they get people where they thief money, they take them, they work at them for outside day. They even free prisoners them where they thief money and arm robbers them too. But my thing where it really worry me for this number 2 where it put them for you now where it talks say declaration of general amnesty to them. So if you talk say you get your own country, why you go to ask amnesty for your enemy? How you go to ask amnesty for your enemy? For your enemy. We talk about La Republic, it come up for with territory. We not go for ask them any amnesty. Because we did ask amnesty for La Republic government, it means you did recognize it as a government,
Yes.
as a government for you. And where you did ask favor from me, where that amnesty. So we not get no right for the ask any amnesty.
Submit itself for the government, for colonial government.
Exactly. That is how it is. Because you know if you talk say you don't reject La Republic government, you don't reject them, you get your own government, you get your own country, then you still go again, go they ask and say you want ask amnesty for them. Me, I know say even if they don't
Ochiba,
release
this
them,
matter, this is number finish. They matter too much.
okay,
I beg no go
Now,
to
it don't
number
go
3.
as condition number 3. See, it says declaration of a general amnesty on all our people in the diaspora to visit home without embarrassment by any authorities. So the condition them, the way that they go, me I don't understand. I'm fine. When I begin to talk, Ochiba, go ahead,
So
move
I
here.
say you want trust this man. Wait, hold on, Ochiba, before you come inside. So who want trust all that way they write them? They trust La Republic. They don't trust La Republic. But one game way they inside now say Ayuk Tabe we don't dismiss all ye lawyer. The one way they be there as Southern Cameroonians or Ambazonians. So he embrace na La Republic lawyers them for ye come to where they tell you say ye na for that side. You know they will we Southern Cameroon. So when they talk all that thing where they talk for they to more understand say all this one where they talk it don't make no sense because if you put 1 to 1 together it don't make no sense. And may understand say La Republic na country where na lawless country. So if you talk for number 3, anybody will come home or go home, they will always arrest you because that country not get law. So far where you be a Southern Cameroonian or you be Ambazonian, you be victim for any law inside the country. Already you be guilty. And the law don't talk say you be guilty in front of the law. May understand how this game is. So everybody will take that step. May know your own risk way today. Thank you.
we still talk say we don't need amnesty for anybody. What we need are now our own country, we own independence. So we don't really need amnesty for go for our own country. The Southern Cameroon's Amazonia. So if person is going to ask them say make Cameroon government a grand general amnesty for people where they dey for prison or for diaspora, it therefore means say that person it don't recognize La Republic government like his own government. Now, why that way you see say they don't want to call themselves a government again? They want to say they want form a revolutionary council because a revolutionary council it don't downgrade them, send them to the status of Anglophones within one Cameroon. When you be see
You know, if you talk with Jesus on board and physio replay, when I look and fine, it say amnesty. And a Monday way for October 1st, 2017, now he talk say he don't restore. So we believe in the restoration. He don't really believe in that restoration.
No. You not believe. You not believe. I don't think he follow all this which way.
no,
This thing
no,
they say right.
the time where Ayuk Tabe come out for incommunicado where they go see him. So people then for cabinet they try for ask and for you say what if it happen before they go for day? What if it happen before they go for Naira Hotel and they catch them go put them for day? So Ayuk Tabe can't talk see. He can't talk see. Some woman be married. Some woman be married. Some man be married a woman, and that woman, his mother-in-law, is over my treaty. So that woman now go from Gambe man say me give medicine, me kill that mother-in-law. Now so you tabe to then them Gambe man, it talks say if he give you this medicine, you go kill you one time, they will know. So it will give you medicine where you go to cook chop the put and for the it will kill you small until like after 6 months before you will die. So he go give now some condiments them. I mean, he go give that medicine. That woman the cook chop, the jam, the mother-in-law, they chop them. The mother-in-law instead turn the like it again. So he go for Ngambe man say no, me reverse that medicine. He don't want kill mother-in-law again. The Ngambe man then reveal for you say no, it not be being a medicine, be being a spices them. Where you do cook chop, it find your mother-in-law, begin the chop, they like you. So now so he talk now say me they just forget, forgive, and then move forward. Now why you can use that expression, say they want from one Cameroon for peace and justice. Where it means say they be like he don't go for court, he talks say no one talking French because if you Amazonian. And now when they be not compromising, he will come can talk say, okay, though these people and they be treat me badly, they be do so, we don't come to a point an agreement say this so we will make a country where they will get law and justice, where no person will find way for go out again. That is the position where Ayub Tabe is stand for it. But how if you know say the Interim government stand firm for independence, now you go start for make that mago they bring that thing where they want to make that APNC. We ask them say who fund the APNC? What to be the agenda? They come for LCS, everything.
Look, number 4 condition. You understand? It relates to what we want to talk now. It's an acceptance by the government to participate in a genuine, open, and inclusive dialogue without preconditions, with timetable and venue, in the presence of an independent and impartial mediator, acceptable to both parties. But I think say they talk no over this one not really bad, but some.
No. Listen. All of my come. Mr. UN, you give a bigger picture of it. How this talk not be? This talk really matter because during that time, Ayok Tabe, a team, and you get through Ayaba, all this team, they accept the national dialogue. So if you want to come with this one, they will replace this talk with a national dialogue. So the people get to understand this one. Say there was a game that they play. They would not see the whole many meeting. When the national dialogue will die, they still go Canada for the other conference where they get them. So this one way they talk, if they accept the national dialogue that they place for inside own negotiation. So own negotiation will be within La Republique, and the way they be hold them, we all they be accept and endorse them. So if you like the idea where he did it, and you get some member for the team where today you get Christopher Anu, the talk say he could bring all federation, federalists, he could bring unionists, all these people, they go bring all the people one Cameroon, you bring them all together because he they on board now because them. Which kind of man go the talk say you go bring your man when I need to give you poison, you bring your man when I need to cut your head, you bring your man when I need to kill your family together, you go bring all these people together, then you just go back for normality. So all these things fall the same for other agenda because nothing has changed from that time. Open and look the venue, the place they don't hold them, and that's the talk. And you get the confirmation of this talk. It can't when Macron visit Cameroon this time, the talk say they begin for decentralized way to where they don't talk. Now the conclusion of this thing when Macron don't come say, may you apply way to talk for that national dialogue now for decentralize the power. So for me,
that talk really makes sense. UN, I want me UN connect that APNC. And they talk because, as we talk on wartime, the way me I see the team, they talk not really bad, but now that kind of way you call them say wayo. You see, because a lot of wayo there for politics.
No, Mr.
When you talk some tongue, they hide up inside the real talk. Because if you look there, when they say, I come. If you look over here, they read over here. It talks on talk say two means two entities, right? He identified two. But the wayo is for Nazareti. Accepted by the government. Which government?
That is the
so
question.
You don't already give power again now.
Exactly.
You don't already give power again for the government. It's an acceptance by the government. Wait, means the government. Let me say the government get the power again for decide. Then why we pick stick? Because when you pick stick now, but talk say you won't know if it's supposed for. This they want give you special status now first an insult because they don't get right to give you status. Means that even the day when you don't talk, you won't know support for the talk. You won't just support to come present itself the we. We can acceptance by the government to participate in a genuine by the government. If you put us by the two governments, we own
Correct.
government already waiting a wait. So now it shows that the palava real government self no even they for are you yet self say Ambazonia's go gay government.
The government where he recognize him because he don't talk with a Zonga. So that's the government he
Yes.
recognize him.
Yes, that is the major part where it be critical for that, because a normal Amazonian it would talk see acceptance. You know, if it talks say acceptance, it would talk say we call on the Cameroon government of La Republic government. We call on La Republic government to come on the table for negotiations without preconditions and a neutral venue. Yes, in the presence of international mediators. Me they come call on Yaoundé La Republic government. But if you talk say we call on the government, I mean acceptance by the government, it means say which government? Your government. When it means say it accept the Republic government, and now for the Republic government where it accept it talks me grant amnesty for people. It talks me a grant amnesty for people. So me wanna not be me surprised it not be full because it will hear the word dialogue, precondition, and all those kind of things them. It would hear dialogue, preconditions, and all those things them. And then for this posture, it like how we cardinal to me, it be the right, it be beg na Cameroon government say me they make a me they get general all Anglophone general conference and all those
I
things.
tell you.
And the government it denied the permission. So for years, you know when you talk, instead they talk for La Republic, I mean La Republic say me accept for come. You did talk say La Republic must come to the table for negotiations in the presence of international mediators for neutral venue. So all these things you know already show say are you them and where the Chris and them talk say this so that people they go for them. Now why you see say when they don't make this thing they come with APNC where they want to try way for move president. They come now with LCSC where LCSC where for them they deny say me they don't play anthem ambassador anthem for them. Now you see how when it create a you type a create government for them it can't move president for LCSC and then the minutes then for LCSC where they be right and for going here for the Swiss HD Akoro ye and Fontem Niba they go remove the word independence from those minutes. They go remove the word independence from those minutes. And equally like the same thing way when they write and for Senate for French Parliament, Bohebet he write and for the he talks that they will settle for anything less. They will settle for anything less. Will settle for something less, something less of independence. I ask her for ye. It was say, oh, it will correct them, it correct them. And that letter, when a team ag be the send them, when team ag get an address, where all man will see them, it take and send them for your private box, for your own personal email box, so that even the reply one cap, it will come inside come now for you. And that is the reason why you see all these people fight against the interim government.
I know I'm gonna digress the talk plenty. Two are one me with people where they read, the one where they read book, where they sabi book, no na sabi book. When I was sabi book, I want to talk like for mama me them and papa them. Need Joe talks on top when come for TV all the time. Say choose who I like him na teacher. So the true but a simple way. Say choose who you listen to. Now so the five things that they show them. Now so they will surely do on school. So you see the talk they so carry wayo day. Like how way you carry something penta will go when a poison. So they talk they so it is sweet. Now that kind of talk with politician. We talk yes. You see the way a prime minister, they talk there like the same talk with prime minister. They should not order for a queen of the talk now. No difference not there with this one. Say go back go tell Pobia, make Pobia decide say so. Mommy go up, Papa come down. So all this talk them, it really vex when you understand the truth for the kind talk fine, and then you see the way they make wayo. Now one more enter for the other thing way we go enter within there. We can take this call for Ambazonian because. The matters on video on the pass on that side. We will talk about that. I think say this no pity die. We will talk and last. What no pity die? We'll get it. We will talk. Wait till we talk. We'll talk and last. More enter that side for court. We come and see now Rosalind talk say good bad news. Say I don't know Scooper that they try to talk say the court don't be kicked out of the case don't be kicked out of court. Maybe you want to talk something. I get people talk, but I'll talk at the end. Yeah, I want me to talk something.
Well, you know, say when you go for court for America, you enter for lobby. Um, you dey see like some television board where they write a name for day, write the courtroom where you go for day, or other kind things them.
Yeah.
And we will just see screenshot them for which way for the names of all those people then where we appear for day yesterday. So if they be talk say they be move the case, then how they come the name be go? They be first try now last month when they try for go talk say oh me they move the case, me they come for back because they don't contact even some people for inside IG. Say me they move the case, me they go solve them for back. But they forget for understand say even na IG, it go sue them for court. People will go sue them for court na Amazonian Foundation. It go sue them for court. It go sue them for court. And if you not be guilty and you talk say you get the right, why you not go for court, go prove them? Then you can't come for back, mago, go talk say they to me they move the case, me they can't
That
solve
one way
for
get
back.
plenty cheat. The only one insist. He talk on some place. I heard he talk again with another audio for their platform say Dr. Sako. I don't know, maybe the name Jody already sweet them. Okay, when I hear them today, people will take them go court. Now Amazonian Foundation, like how you any talk. When I hear them final, and me I don't hear. You know, so we television they so get we will interest with television and will get information and have give now. We only hear now only talk for start talk for back talk them way. You get now people yes a blessed chair two calls another woman, I will call the woman name. If they call them now woman of IG, they talk say me they take them a court. You know say they don't carry this La Republic mentality. Me they take her out of court. Where they feel say you will just take something go do mago for back, you know. So they pretend for back, they beg for back. Then for front, they want fool their blind followers. Now the thing way it is. Watch out, what do you think?
I'm not actually. If I put mouth for talk this matter, I think you and go talk am better. But every country get a judicial system, and for case of such magnitude, it not even concern again Ambazonian trust, because we get the case, but the case where then I say this one is stealing, na scamming, na forgery. So now something criminal where it dey inside where it talks say a concern now the American government for decide for inside the case. So now court ruling matter for this case because these guys will not be longer, will not get any control over this case, but now something when a law they take absolute legal might they get for take control over this case. They say that's why they come because they know say it is hot. They don't hold their balls. It is hot for their body. Now why did they come? Because if they be feel say now that kind of case where you want. No, you not there for you. You don't go fraud bank. You don't differ from man where it go broken with hammer. So this why you don't use the modern system where you don't use any longer hammer for bang for enter. You use now a computer or you go direct for camouflage name, for change your color, for change your voice, for go tip. So now this more than now where they use some for judge they in. So now serious matter where they inside. That's why the one can solve and back because the law they hold them for that land. That's why I believe. Thank you. Maybe my people understand, so maybe they don't understand that part.
Yeah, the matter never small matter. Never thing for never La Republic style when I will use them for doing. Because now yeah, but talk for some this one we call a self-saving lawyer to for Facebook today, Tumasang. Tumasang be lawyer actually, but I know the way he behave now, I don't know if he be good lawyer or be bad lawyer. I know one put him, but the behavior no show say be good lawyer. It brings some word that they call him, some word for law that they call and say
Charge and pay. Because my local people they call and say charge and pay. Therefore, it just there for corner court. If they lock someone for prison, it just charges. Say, I want to move that person probably.
Okay, you say be charge and pay. Before I want even go for that local stand for explain about people, so that means some man no use that baby grammar confuse you, and I will explain them based on the available data. I tell you, so we will analyze stuff based on which way they for ground. I talk about way to watch your Facebook and YouTube and watch on share. Make sure so you want share at level 50 different group. Share about group, share about your wall, share about WhatsApp, share them. If you not watch 150 people, if all man choose to share for 50 group, you anytime you share for one group, you influence one other person may watch. When I share them, because one talk some fine talk now. I will explain the way to where that thing where they call and say local standing me. So that more understand about common sense. But me, you and talk so on talk we don't start one talking before watch I interrupt you. Go ahead, my brother.
No, I be just the one to tell Amazonia people them say American judicial system, it not be like for Cameroon. People where when they go put case where they want try for misinterpret. They be say me they go move the case, and they don't move them. They say they gave for year the case, and when they start the year yesterday, but before then, the same people they don't go back. They want to call now instead people for IG. Say me they go withdraw the case. Me they can't negotiate for back. Me I tell you something. These coup plotters, now so they did. You feel check say sometimes they be want withdraw the case. They be want talk to me they withdraw the case can't negotiate for back. They say they mean them. Their intention now for me and say me you go withdraw the case. Then when you withdraw the case, they will still can't sing and for us I say no. Now you be go beg them. You can't go beg them say you want to withdraw the case because you don't say you know who winner. However, when they will go for court, you know who get right for go take money where now money for association, you go take and go move and put them for your own private bank account, and then the bank you know we get right for release the funds them for people them where they don't already move them for the board, where they don't move them for the board, so much so that I mean I don't really know which way they be wrong with these people them. Where they really should for America, they know the law. If you take money for some person for unlawful ways, I want they call and say wire fraud and all those kind of them. You go in for
Money laundering.
Yeah, they even investigate you for other crimes, different things, different things, where it will generate where if you even lost even your papers and for America, even you be an American citizen, where you can't for year through naturalization, you can't get a citizenship, they still move their citizenship for you for year. So when some people at the time when I say me when I go commit some crimes and all those things, may wanna be very careful because the way we talk for outside a bit different. When you don't enter for inside courthouse, you don't already been for different atmosphere. Because question where
you see something, so my brother, you advise these people say they be careful. I will look at the one for kung fu. You will look at so woman and say, as so you don't go what are they for head. But when they start talk, they start the way they start react, they do different things. You start wonder not only wickedness and dullness because they be she done them so they be check say annals they so get some sense or it gets some authority. I will work with all of them that time. Comfort, kung fu, all them. And when you be hear them, they be rally for behind annals now because the feel say annals get the potential for do and undo. So some of them no even reason. I know I vex because comfort I'm sending the message. I tell you because when the matter first start, I look am for surface level. You don't need to go law school say for no say na bad matter we don't smell for more. This country where people they so maybe country you play maybe you want the way if you commit that kind of crime picking pass cover. Me I know they talk me because I'm not a lawyer, but comfort makes some statement. Comfort say if Dr. Sako try take them go court, he'll go prison. Then he and the other one they should for department denied the day I want interview Dr. Sako. It was a problem. So the maybe not chop the talk for this side. All them I cover them just lie. They no agree more interview the president for TV. That was the communication department. Mike Fu, Comfort, and all the small one that they remain that the few coupers that they will handle. They didn't want more even talk safe. I want that moment of truth to be a problem. Because they be talk say this so I ask them say okay if this thing not true what wanna know one more talk problem for communication.
you know say
Now so I want as well the matter don't day right. I ask myself say all the one that they talk say if he tried they go prison. Who's that in day? Maybe even do but who's that in day? We don't ask the only evidence. Now job go fabricate on. Now job they so the calculate for hate say they so. The matter this go pass here. Now two if you there, that begin. Me talk about it. It calculate go pass here. Una go ahead.
You know, say Chris Anu no. Chris Anu before talk say when they carry he will go for court. He will just go tell for court say President Sako is no longer the president. They will just dismiss the case.
You know that man is wrong.
You don't even know a person with the Ambazonia Foundation. He go put case. Then you can't talk say you will go for court. You go talk say he's no longer the president.
Anu know very well. Anus no say no. It's sabi say it did so na Ambazonia Foundation. But you know say it won't be president for government. We you know understand the technicalities or the framework. Dr. Sakori call and say they are like vehicles who you use to manage government for diaspora. So you don't even understand the legal implication. If they calculate that's where they go do. Now why they head for do impeachment no? You know say they know say that impeachment. What they do for ghetto Zoom meeting, it be valid for court. Wait where they know Sabina say even if it happen, we check 1 minute. Say American government then just decide say they will consider impeachment. They get to look at binding document with constitution and their terms of references. Mu just check for 1 minute, even though na fallacy for me for even check. So I shame myself to check that kind of checking. But mu check say court fit choose for do am. We'll get interim constitution and binding document the way Cooper them defy all. That one way they call them that defunct restoration council, that place they call as government affairs. You know, respect terms of reference for the defunct restoration council. It take resolution for a committee in the defunct restoration council, make me be a law we want impose on president. They should not also that small jangi group, 5 or 10 people. The tell president say me no dismiss man for government. Terrible thing. Then come a time before they understand the interim constitution. Chris Anu until today, even if you go read and say like how I read story from my picking, they go sleep for night. They don't understand and then tell the story back for me. Chris Anu they so up 9 no still know that constitution. Even if you read, I don't understand. Me, I don't come to conclusion saying I understand because if you hear utterances, then you know say the man na soup for achu. Una go ahead. On the thing of person have a doctor.
Well, we have to talk out in no case there for court, and Ambazonia Foundation go put them. So
yes, so we will not give you nothing. No, you don't mute yourself, my brother. You don't mute yourself. Watch you know that picking the worry, so unmute yourself. Unmute them. No worry, just go without that. Yes.
Yeah, it'll be all right. You know something where they inside. Now say they don't shoot themselves for food. So it's difficult for this situation. The group where they inside, I want to put and say, if you look into them, I want my Ambazonia look all that people where they there. Now bunch of thieves the way they come together. I think on and I say now thieves united, maybe even they pass that word coopers. Yes, they don't pass the word coopers. The thing I said now who they inside that coopers? Now who they inside that coup plotters? Now thieves them. Because all of them get on one common crime when they come. If you want to count among them 70 where they inside, if you get just some few people where they carry them, they let's say what I want to carry some stones where they heavy, go along with them. But if you look at all of them, they get all their matter when a thief, all in a thief. John and Giawa where they inside that group, all that thief. And
Thief United.
The Thief United.
Might be creative for them, man.
Who's how you see what happened? They get one. Yeah, all man for them are bandi. They get some one thing where it'll hold them. You know, say, if we know the smoke that banger as well they call them, we know if we work together, no? You know, say that banger man, they work out banger man. Because at least we know the drum. Even if you want to get some man where they can't supply, you know if he be among that people. So now thief man know where thief man they go. You don't understand? For the way where they inside, all of them get that common
thief. The thief done the backfire. Ma just tell you the truth way then I say thief people don't separate. You don't say you get some the thief people of America where they don't want the other thief people. Then Abongwa and John, and then I say that house of Africa would hear say John don't belong for Africa. It doesn't say then two bigger house because a bongwa a Gyawan, they actually support na Marianda, they have Chris.
Yes,
That's
because
why
you know, say tip that is scatter when they come or can divide their lot.
Divide, yeah.
What I don't come, what I don't tip that mango. When I come, I can't divide them. Then you be say you pick a big one, I pick small one them. You know, say fight will always come out. You hear say this banger people they fight took themselves chasing away. The game where they among them now. Not the thief, not the boy. Now how that thing the boy among them, they took themselves. The one they take side, After now we see, you know, so when boy don't start correct, that day when they get for broken. If you get boy abscess for your foot, now so they hook up boy inside that day, and so you get some pressure. That day when they get that pressure, and say they find hole, it won't come out. Now among them is the boy, and they wait the day where the abscess go come out outside. Maybe number 4 or number 5 IG. We call it as how would I call
no,
micro?
Number 4 or number 5 IG, it makes sense because not the IG. Say you call something, say
Nanjange. That one, sorry to use that word. That word IG plenty. Nanjange, I call and say Jange. Now here be first talk say, you know that way you know we play that what they call and say Intakati.
Splinter group them, yes.
Yeah, Nanjange house. Because I tell you, I don't first tell you say I even prefer for be a cheap whip from Jange group than for being member inside of their house. Because I understand how that kind of thing in the end. But as the thing I say, God make way for this generation, more will see that blame where they be given. Because Christopher Anu talk say he be the most persecuted Ambazonia. See, look, foul. See this man, crocodile. He more big like the one for hippopotamus. He talks saying he be the most persecuted Ambazonia. No, now Dr. Sako, he don't forget how he hang for Dr. Sako he back. Where he preaching for all these 6 months now, Dr. Sako. Then today he can talk how now they don't persecute him. He don't lost family member. The other one who my call say Christina, he say they desecrate a family grave. See who he lost who? Christopher Anu lost who? He lost that man where they take him for mortuary, can't put tomato for your face. Say now Oliver Leke. That one not be being Oliver Leke. That one be being a man where they just put tomato for your face. If you look and find. So Christopher Anu
we no get autopsy report for justify whether na le keke or le keke or whatever. Yeah. We don't get autopsy. We only talk now on speculation.
Director,
yes,
what child don't you find them for day? Say na thief United. You get so one the thief console for TV, so one the thief television, so one the thief money for Momo Marshall, so one the thief money for Faco draft, the thief money 135,000. All those people them, they thief money for federal marshal, money for all those things them. So when they not thief, so as they don't
I guess so one be thief money for the two and I call an awata too.
Money for water, money for big firewood. I cover them. Money for big firewood. What's that? The big firewood and they all those things them, not thief people them. All of them.
So it's thief united.
Thief united.
Yes. So all of them, when you want to hear they want to talk all that kind of thing they so now because of this. None of them a day where you will see and say either a never be involved embezzlement, misappropriation, and all those kind of things them. And yet they will be the first person for point fingers them. They will go carry RPG, we will buy them, go paint and talk saying like them that we say the RPG they fight. So all these kind of them now the kind agenda where La Republic they put them for outside day for the divide people. Like the other day I be explained about SDF, where you get SDF, the main SDF day. Then they will wake up now, can't make infiltration, can't do all those kind of things because they don't want to me, they hold them accountable. You will see now Ben Muna, it will come up for SDF, he go for his own party. You will see Kawala go for his own. You will see Waziri, them different people, and they come up for day, begin to go. Now the same thing. But the main Frundi, the SDF when are Frundi, it still stand for day. So all these people them will not get right for if you call them even not they don't have any government now a group of armed robbers and coopers spoilers them sell out them when they out now for fight against the interim government. That is the reason why all those people they go to form for it those Jange stuff nobody like how we go from the app ARCC said they would take us to where in 8 months. Who said the BB? Nothing. So when you hear these people that can't talk like Christina Asong, he can't talk, they don't go dig a family grave, They don't go dig so. Now who be worker, they go point and say grave day for down there, they go dig up for grave. How for people where they go burn them for house, mommy happy them and all the rest. So they can't bring all this kind of thing only for draw sympathy for people. Talk say, oh, this person don't lost this one don't lost this one. This one don't lost this one. So they want talk now see this, so all the other people them they don't matter. Until the extent where man go to make some fake this thing say they make celebration for death celebration for fighter where don't die for house. All the other fighter they mean say they not be big matter. They not be big matter where they go make celebration. They can't go to make
these thief united people. This thief, you want to talk on top of one
no, yeah, you know one thing will be important.
That
mayor, yeah, for the mayor for Thief United, where he say he want be leader for Thief United. He say one way then I say there be ordinary group. Now the most important thing if even come up for him out, so they don't recognize themselves. Say they be just ordinary Jange group. They don't go answer any name again. He go answer a comrade like mayor for Thief people. And they know they call him president because there not be any IG. So now the only important thing that way, if he use his sense now, because a lot of people say, you know 1 year may you put that name say IG or any government or anything. So now you don't answer now leader from Jange group. If I know that it make me work easy for we. What do you talk UN? I think my work easy, no? I know they knock head because at least you don't simplify them for my people.
Now, so you see this Thief United, the Thiefing United or Thief United Thief United, now yes, like that. You see this Thief United, they unite fine now for really thief, and they don't even get sense of thief fine because they want thief small thief because better thief people serve the thief, so they don't even know how to defend their thief. So one they don't go shoot out the top say they will pull her out of court. Plenty thing they will talk about that. Just the intention. Now, we have been Ambazonian picking them say, we go just kill Dr. Sako for court anytime. So when I get evidence, they will bring it down. That other one way they for Germany, Madam Miss Nanchop, actually talk say this so. I will bring him down. Plenty record. If we put all the bring him down, they like 3,000. I will bring him down. So now we're there for court. Man, we really sure for himself. If some person can't take me go court, they don't take me go court for case where I will be fine. Never even for better country, Lord, for Cameroon, for Yamade. I enter defend only for defend myself. State procureur don't take for that woman and say, you see that man so. Una be careful. I don't go lawyer and say because the case be over simple. Some place do you need to even go lawyer. So I refuse say coupers be support for glad for this matter. So okay, don't ever court now. Just use the opportunity because if the man will take you go court go loss him, if you do now cut that suit for the money go back. But the moment they want me to kick her out of court, now only indication was just that they fear no.
Yeah, Chris, I know they for some money. Yeah, he don't organize or raise some money for this case. This anything where they call a nana for raise some money for defend himself for court. More I get for understand that one say this matter when I share for court so they get fundraising. That fundraising. Oh, sorry, Ambazonia no fall for this mugu. No be shine your eye. May they not fool you give money for Christopher Anu. He will take their money, go put them for court case because it's hot for them sign up for pay lawyer. I wanna know how American lawyer, yes, say American lawyer them be expensive for hire them. Una want on that side when I tell us no. I say be expensive for hire them. I saw any contribution where you give them, you talk say they want to contribute for that place. Oh, na lie. More na no say that very group will call and say Thief United. If you get the one where they talk say na satellite telephone. If you get the one they say na big firewood. You get the one where they talk saying they open a Red Cross children.
Okay, we're there for you. Forgive.
Yeah. At the top, I made a see that Nigerian movie.
No, you know me stop now. You know me stop. You will talk fine talk. I just flashed the Nigerian movie now so that I flashed the movie. Now, so I gets more understanding. Then we know say time don't reach enter the movie. You will talk say the United Club or Thiefing Club don't do it. Go ahead, talk them again, we'll finish up.
I said they don't form plenty branch. Now say who will start counting the thief because every one day they say them bring them together. If you start counting the thief, how much they don't bring them? You get a big firewood, a rubber gun, you get a satellite phone. You get feeding of refugees. You get refugees for La Republique, IDP displaced. You get money for ladies. They say lady their moon. You know, say our people they be suffer. So the
Yeah,
lady.
you know, say we don't raise money for yeah for J card and for Le Français for Faco. Where you will raise money, we buy Le Français them. They say they want buy Le Français them. They collect money for Le Français them for more than about what are now? Yeah, more than 10 of them. Because even me and my sister will be paid $600. All that money so they come out the loss. So when you see people like that guide them so they now people they wait till they never do them. They don't do like that ADF. ADF don't sell pin, they sell passport, adopt a soldier, Pache, Changshu, so one and Nak, so one and let me say you call name the for outside, so one and a DOD, so one them Bank of Amazonia, so one and everything them now only palava money they scam people them for day.
So
Now
you see Chief United be one chief money on air for go pay court case. That way they talk to the one take that red and red television to a new level. If we at that time money will be short. And also yes, if it's at Chief United, Marianta, one of the two it caused problem between Maria and Anos. Now say Maria denies they pay that television again. So you know pay B for that TV. So problems that come out. So the way it is look now,
See,
television host one try for go because if he say some chop farm they for that
but
money,
you
then
can
na really
understand
say
say these people, Mark and Mr. Paddy, you can understand say which way they inside and say ye the one raise money way who will come from before I come from my right hand side. You want raise money way ye Chris Anu not be man way they contribute one dime. You never get no money way the draft. Ye that the vice way there for a corner, I don't know the vice he name. He own account as 00. These people not be people for contribute money, but now people for suck 'em. You know, say that they're like they're a mosquito where they only suck blood. Now saw these people in there. Now mosquito too for that side. So you see all the thief, they feel only thief, they don't feel give them back. They only swallow, they don't feel really move them outside. So you get the other side for Marietta where they talk so. Marietta too, they talk so you know they contribute because most of them now where they give their own small law. Whatever way that they follow them, who want give them money, who side then get this money. Any ambassador where they follow that side, you want fit, you fit vulture. That vulture, now that boy with the church die body, it go fly for air, you know go see him again. So no give your money for these people. We give you an advice where you they say, if you jam Musa for give your money, go for your LGA, you will get action, investigate, know where you contribute your money. Because of
Master
people
President talk the other day say, when you go for your LGA, now talk with Master President talk. Not just give the money, become a part of the management of your money. So that you just get fit. So we don't get structured in that one way. The money, any man will give them together and then we'll see them and then we'll participate. Now, to me, Master President talk.
You know say come Tabi tell me say we must collaborate with Ayuk. He talks a president don't fair because if you go for Nigeria, they not give you enough money. Said they will give you only about $3,000. Now you go ask and say, where till you go for Nigeria, go do. If you not part for HSS or waiting. So now people the way they get their thing, the way they go do them for Nigeria. Because they don't put their roots them for them, now for them, they first settle first before they come for here. So they get their connections them off for day. Like that Chris Anu, that woman way, he go bring it, say he can talk about president. No, they be there for Nigeria with the woman. So all these people, now so they did. They only come for outside the full people. They only find a place for cheap money. Even that time where they will go for Washington DC for day, where they talk say they want to raise money for send for back home for people. What did they do? Kwanga say they send the own money now for Ghana. I hear them they carry their own, then they carry and run. Chris Anu them too, they carry money for them, they run. If you can't reach today, we not no play with that money. If you play with the money, if you can't go reach. All these people where you see them, even this activism, you know, I hear no one day say they attend draft for give something. Now only this car where he take money for water and water. When he take he can't a bill like say now he said in the jam, whereas no be he. Now person that way he tell me say ambassador be stranded. Me I send money. I send money me help you. I give money for you. I dey ask and say now who you be the help you? Me I talk the name. He carry today, he no fit talk the name for the person. He no fit talk the name for the person. So all their own now only money. And but ambassador they not be wise. We're not going for the give money for individuals because even the way they go do so, La Republic is full. I remember say sometimes the other day where La Republic be even full SCNC people. SCNC people say they go for give them 600 million, they end up giving them 60 million. You know if you take La Republic, you watch them, you hold them, say yes, La Republic, no, they keep for you on words. Now people the way they talk one thing, they do the other, they promise empty promises and all the kind of them only for come to destroy with people and all the rest. So when of the city insists that me people join their LGA and their counties, and because they will be between the government of La Republic and the government of Amazonia. So it not be between individuals. We not be join La Republic like individuals, like groups, like ADF, like this and that and that. This thing where they can't talk, say they don't hijack the struggle, they don't hijack so they don't be for 30 years. You know they do something, say you want free your people, you expect feedback. Like this 2 months where you began to talk 2 months for day. Now you can't lie, say they want to go bring 40,000 for draft. Yeah, and so people are saying this thing looks suspicious. Only for you for can they talk, say no. It advice Ayuktabe talks to me take in 1972 federation. Then we'll first take that one. Now, what will happen for first federation? What it shows say second federation, it will can't stand. What it be emitted with people and they're not dying for federation. People where they not keep no words. People where they not even federate, not federation inside French colony and all those things in them. Now we give 62 point something GDP. La Republic economy day down because of the war in southern Cameroon. They talk say cities not the work per month, not the work all those things. Because now from those things where they fit, now from those things where they can't fit for here. So maybe when I look that sorry hard way ambassador against sorry has say oh we be brothers there we don't so we be this so other kind of them. Why it be said some francophone and never die for this war even from a straight bullet from La Republic. So maybe when I check on a sense and so fine you know
from now as we enter this no PTT for conclude them. Because for sure the Amazonian people are very good people. They don't do them. Another talk say more will get xenophobia against Tontus. Never see what I talk. But I try to show how good and how sweet we people be. Tontu Mbunda people. Bami them, beti them. Wondo them. Awusa people for not all the La Republic them. They stay for we. We not beat them, we not do nothing for nobody. But then they still finish we. For inside our own country, they kill them. Terrible thing. Mu conclude this matter of the court. This matter of the court this so. That man we talk about locals standing. Wait till the try for talk be say the case no get substantial evidence. So now why that way lawyer thinks that they get to kick her out of court? I want to talk kind of one make for small language. It means say now just some flimsy accusation with proof no day for sure. Like when not be unproof no be they go fabricate. So no be better case for court. When they use that baby grammar for it's a law nothing that they mean. I want to say if they don't if woman even talk say this woman when I ask you. If he be still the same member for Amazonia Foundation, he go move money, they put them for another account, so they play 1, 2, 3, 70,000, close to 40,000 CFA for put them for inside own private account. That one be crime for inside an organization. Una say evidence no dey. So you go take money for account where you know talk with no person, night. Then the people where they live in the organization, they want come now can't discover say you don't send money out. Then a bank now they block you the account.
Mr. Padi, you talk close to 40 million or 40,000.
I
talk about 40 million.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Where one woman now Bayandi gave. In ati for ude for ASSC. In ati na for dong back jogo.
Yeah,
Move the money
director, director, you go for no say Tuma Sang na opposite person. Na person where any side where people they work out for carrying for go for day, it go for your own side. Na opposite person. When you go take money for a public account, move talk say government money, like even for La Republic or for America, you go take public money, government money, you go move and go put it for your private account. You go in for. Even for America, for here, when they want to make elections, they raise money for campaign for the presidential candidate. If you move part of the money, go buy equipment, put up for your house, you go in for. So because the money not be used for the purpose where they be contributor. So the fact say he go carry money, go put up for your own account, it shows say now already proof that for a wire fraud that we do. If it not be so, if it not be a crime, how come then the bank it be freeze the account? How come the bank it freeze the money? So people like Tuma Sang and people the way we're not there for the concentrate for them for any of this thing. Now people the way I don't hear say La Republic don't appoint you for some work for Africa. Say they go work for Africa. Imagine. Say they go work. Say they don't appoint you for some work for Africa for some place for Africa. So you see these people they're there for all inside this thing for find a way for negotiate go out. It just be like how a moons will be there. At the days of Monzo and Pastor Ayub, them where they be the talk, where they be the fight, they talk for AAC2, AAC whatsoever. La Republic will come now, go bribe them. Then after now, they will start the talk. Monzo now the talk say, oh, if they want fight, do independent, they will fight now for 20 years, they will fight now so. They will fight now for 20 years and all those things. So all that money na crime and they will pay in and they will go in for. So make Tuma Sang ready, we appeal. When American court system it would not take it would not sanction them, me you can go file appeal. Why you not write for the court? Why me write for the court talk say this so you not get
no yeah. me be the legal advisor. Yeah. You know say the man these Tuma Sang I don't tell you, I tell you the other day I tell you say this so it be dirty for rice because say it get as it be it no sabi anything for do. What I know they for it because he never good lawyer or either wickedness because lawyer then they so they not be honest too sometimes they see through only lie you because he never even get so there are two things involved either dishonesty or wickedness. We left that palaver that thing. It never caught already. You see, we will know. We just give una information for up the one way day. Two a day is a courtroom. It go to courtroom and when a fish run down rice, begin to drink on a coffee on a shower on a house one because now
more go the last yes. One please.
As the palaver this I want to watch the film.
A lot of respect for FM no pity. True be a great hero. Even though we'll be in sorrows, but at least we'll be happy say before you want go. As if you don't talk for one of your videos, say even if he die today, me the one no say you don't put 100 no pities for outside before he go. So we'll just say me any man take out it be a normal thing, die a normal thing. Each itself we don't tell we say he not be God, where he not be die. Even though we believe for our own skin say he not be die, but we tell we say more not put up for our mind. So say every day any man must die. So indeed it be a great loss. But we will pray for Papa God. Say, who side they go, me keep it safe. So me any man move his cap, then we bow down our head as we pray. Me God receive his spirit. And me rest in peace for who side they go. Me any man move his cap. Eternal rock of ages, King of kings, Lord of lords, I am that I am. Father Lord in heaven, we thank you for a day like this. We thank you for your son, FM no pity. Father, he has done a great work in this humble land. And we pray that wheresoever he is going, may his soul rest in perfect peace. Father, may you keep him beside your throne. Father, for he has fought the fight and he has won the battle. Father, we know that he is lying down here. This is not the end. Father, that may you give us that victory. May his death not be in vain. Father, that as we remain back as his children, let us continue from where he stopped. Let us put more effort. Let us be old Father Lord, an example of him. Let us be his photocopy. Let us be his carbon copy. Father Lord, that wheresoever he is seated, we will do works that will make him rejoice wherever he is. Take all the glory, take all the honor. And Father Lord, we pray that if there is anything he did while he was alive that was not pleasant unto your sight, Father, that may you have mercy upon him, forgive him. For there is no man that is perfect. Father, we pray that as he is dead, may his death not be a weakness to us, but let it strengthen us. Lord Father, that whenever we remember him when we are in battle, let it give us the courage to kill them more. Let it give us the courage to do more than what he did. Father, take all the glory, take all the honor, for we have prayed in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Mr. UN, you see us at the scene?
You want to know what it?
Yeah,
That thing-
first there was first we had a first we get some man where they call and say fee marshal for Lebialem where we hold the struggle. After some time, it tend for call itself a music marshal. That one a bit certain. So we get FM no pity. At one point, it don't tend FM movie actor. So these things that so we get to understand how it go. I feel use and like distraction from my own side is just like you're diverting a road. The main road, so you cut some other road, may go that side. That's how I feel use and for direct people go that side. Anyway, another day, but wait what they see inside and not a whole water from my own angle and I don't really see them. But anyway, now good movie. I like the cameraman how he put them and I like the dressing. The wood dressing actually, they say that those put them fresh, the food dressing. And the air, it get fine air when they enter up for your head. That's what I can tell you. They do very well. The movie, in a very good movie. I just like for know the name, the title.
And the director, huh? Because the director full soundtrack, you really the purpose of
Yes. So,
yeah, the director.
when they talk all that thing are distraction. If you look for the opening prayer where the guy they talk, he said, Father, we thank you for a day like this. Some person if he die where it be so dear to you, you begin to talk for God, say we thank you for a day like this. No. You dey thank God. You dey thank God for a day where God make some good thing it happen. So you know, your person if he die, where instead where you would get pity, sorry mind, you begin to talk, say, Father, we thank you for a day like this. All those things are like drama, or maybe they want try for make for hide for tell la Republic say, or okay, that man will be define them, or their neighbor them, or whosoever, how they work together, it don't die or it don't do so blah blah blah. All those things not carry fire. We don't see all those things sometimes them too. Even about 2 years ago, we do the same thing too. And I sure now have the same bed where we sleep for day, but 2 years ago, that very same bed where we go sleep for if we go sleep for day. Okay, now wait till he die under what condition? Wait till it happen. Who shoot he? Wait till who shoot you? Who poison you? Wait till it happen. They not even be able to tell you the condition under which if he die and all those things them. So Malemi, I know they don't look those kind of things. They don't talk saying a drama that they try for they do those things them. All those things. So I not need for the camp for the waste time for them and for them. But I know say be a fighter where we don't fight and we don't stop fight, then be contracted. Contracted because be yes, said sometimes say they be cashy and other come up from above, say be the leafy. So all the time he and a fang, they go carry fighters them go station jam la Republic killer. Then after they talk say they be narrowly escape. They be narrowly escape every time. Now so it is. So all those people them me the restoration forces them me they take care. When I take good care for myself.
One more waste time for that talk.
Yes.
This no pity film. The possibility they say if he die, possibility they say if he still alive, it no be immortal. My vex be say I don't like the manipulation where they inside the matter, and then after that, it like Chris Arnold send information outside and then can't deny say they be send. Mark Barata send information can't also be send. All that one are manipulation. I don't also like the fact say fighter will die because of he foolish, and I don't like the fact say Amazonia fighter they just die like foul. So, think why they want to distract people? Why? Because they really do I'm fine, and then if you see them, Now boy then get gone for ground. So now one of Buba's strategies, if to say na film, now say Buba now the executive producer of the film, the artistic director now one of the Unity Palace warrior, then they get cameraman them. See how desperate they be. Now say they don't take the struggle turn around one way they go up for morning time, just tell people anything. Now no pity die or you not die. He not a fight really for Amazonia now. So does it really take it in front or take it behind? So we would talk them because we know one a lot of people don't call. We want just there when I say na film way, we not even waste time for look up. We not even waste time for look up.
If they want make that their box, if they want make that their box next time, make them make a no put holes inside. If you sleep now on top that ladder where you sleep inside, you get hold the way they breathe from under come out. So so
Yes.
certain things and they will see analyze them straight because the box get ladder the inside, air they pass from under come up. If they breathe, the box not be get any hole for nail where if you nail and for seal the box for say anything. So it gets some small things that if you look and will understand. At least they don't try, but you need some good director again for really direct the film fine. The film it wasn't a bad movie.
Yeah, you see, we don't day for here for close to 2 hours. We're planting at 90 minutes, but you say to reach today, we don't want to lock up. We start a little bit late today because of some things away. If they happen for back, all them know. And maybe technical problem, we get to do something, so we don't fit come on time. But we will choose so we must come because of the importance of this talk. UN, talk your last small talk so for Belen. Maybe we'll call them off for today.
Well, I just want to tell Amazonia people them say, first for the restoration forces, say me wanna avoid parties, wanna avoid for the sleep inside on our homes them because La Republic they come for there for night. And when you come for night, you there for house, they don't block door, they block window, they will get you. So me wanna not be in sleep so. I want to tell Amazonia people them, especially the so-called elites, where they day for outside day. I tell them where they day outside day, they fight against Amazonia. I tell them say they don't even know which way it mean about freedom. Inside any country in the whole world, especially even from Ukraine where it is. Now the elites, they rally people, they gather everybody for fight the oppressor, for fight the colonizer. So we on elites, we activists them, where they instead we call the fight against us, against our own sovereignty, where we will restore them. It means they want to know nothing. Because we fight now for protect and preserve your own identity. Your own identity. So, when I don't work at the fight against our own people in support of La Republic, I believe in say one day you will ever turn for being La Republic person. No, it never ever exists. It never ever exists. Say you can't be like La Republic. More will not say that La Republic it work at it divide us. All these things them even we can't divide. It will be being a one. They can't divide them. They put northwest. They put southwest. We not be Nigeria be divided. We not be a divided people. Now they can't fool people. They move out for province. They send out for really regions. All those things are for the cause distraction division. We are united in the interim government. We are counties and we are LGAs. Means some people are not going to talk to this, so people are being united. They not be divided. When I make sure say when I not listen to all these double standard hypocrites, people like Akoro, where Akoro can talk say, you consult him where they you know wanting war. It relying on the force of argument. But now the same Akoro every day he can't talk about fighters. If you don't want war, why you talk about fighters? Why you can't talk about commando them? Why you go with Ayaba them? They work a fight for the kill with fighters them. If you say you don't want war, then you allow the fighters alone. Don't talk about anything like fighting. Maybe you not start to talk all those things. So then I talk some people them way they go for like a fighters them. Like this boy the way they go for DDR Center. Not ever check say you go DDR Center La Republic it will spare you. Yes, and those the way they go DDR Center. When I work make a movie, they make films them with my country people. If they hide the face, they when they show on our own faces for outside there. Then when they can't kill one, it will still go meet on our own people them for quarter. Go to chop the drink you with them. And when I take on go sell for La Republic. So why on not send it on Facebook for outside for day? So that in case if you work out for outside the way something happen, we wanna when our village people they will catch you too, they will catch you too. Me answer. So I don't see someone without come out go free stack where if you come out without contribute money, we feed them for prison, do everything. It go to take work at the cost interim government, the cost Amazonia people there because it be and we it not be free. When military motor it be there for you back for day. Why then if the worker for military? When they want fight for free people, for free all on a day for prison, for make a society where you will talk, where no person will intimidate you. But now when I say when we call for go, they do so check say la republic, it will do what to you people. The crumbs the way they can't give you today, tomorrow. They will still can do the same thing with you. They will finish you people. How will they be finish people? The way they be make a coup d'etat and all those things. So Amazonia people, me will with fight because we never ever come too close to Boya. Never in our history like we did today. Yes, like we did today. You know, say the darkest part of the day is Adam and some kind of thing that happen, but we get for tie hard, we get for cross the finishing line, we get a country where people that will live free, a country where a corruption not good day, country where they will recruit you according to your sense, where you will benefit according to your sweat, your labor, and all those things. Not like a country where some person who can't take money, scam you, chop your money because he knows he knows commissioner for police. You know all those kind of people. A country where with the respect the cultural values, respect the elderly people and everybody where a day for outside here. So Amazonia people, maybe when I come for Saturday, we will go draft where he has to the draft Okitunja and all the rest. All people the way they don't go join the Chief United coup plotters and all the rest. Time don't correct. If you stand up, if you want to be your people, you never free your people. So you be not make mistake, you go astray, you get for back. You come back like the prodigal son. You come and continue. Those were where they did first stand up in those days. I mean, some years back.
When they come, we go open hand.
Yes.
And when they come, we open hand. We go open hand receive them. No man, no they will leave you for back.
Exactly.
Now say when you like you be picking where you go school, you go do bad. Your papa they beat you, maybe because they hate you. You understand? When we talk about some people, never say we hate them. The people where they don't become enemy for winner, the one way they don't die hard, say now they didn't never come around his side, they know they for side. But you will be just confused, not confused. We will join demented confusion and then join inside confused. If you come back, wash your foot. Even though when you come, we go look you for corner eye for wait first for see how it happen. But you go find. Watch I talk last, but let talk more go.
Yeah. I thank you plenty. I thank you, UN, because you don't move. UN don't move plenty things from my mouth. You don't talk. These guys when they DDR center. Look, if you be, we begin the way you carry sugarcane. If you defend your family, you see any guy where come out for DDR center or any guy where you suspect and where he be with you before for your own camp, then he fall off. He come back. Look, may you not spare that direction. Save your lives. Defend yourself. No wait, don't take us in a friendship because you don't go. Either he kill you, he bring the people for cancer suicide, or for if he call you for number way, he just they call you, not pick that phone. May understand who they call you. If you don't suspect somebody, you don't suspect somebody. Then you understand. We there for some time where you know good. These guys they find every means for finish us. So may you try every way for support yourself. Not trust these guys as they talk, as you and talk. Don't trust anybody. Not talk say leader. That leader, you don't get no leader. You don't get no mayor. You don't get no parliamentarian. Nobody know they again. All that one, their mandate be don't expire and will therefore wartime. All that people know they make no value. Be inside where you there. For your surrounding on a way, they not trust anybody. Not trust anybody where they are. They didn't have their stomach. They're not there for you. May understand and defend yourself. That people then just be like na Nyongo master, or a slave master. They want a way for kill you for take and make their money. So if you ordinary young man where there, when you see all these things, may you find your way, may you go. Then you get all this one them where they don't fall, they don't, you know, say when you're there for this matter, when you fall for life, as you and talk, where you don't fall for life, it is struggle, you fall for life. May you woke up, may not sleep for down. If you been there for coup plotters, where they don't fool you for follow that side for Christopher Anu, say no fine. Woke up, not remember for they say they don't fool you. No, where you fall, so you stand. You know, but they may rain can't throw a escape. Woke up, find the right direction. Woke up, come back for a house. Come back, be like prodigal son. Where be made mistake, he be come back for their array house. So you know be there for inside there, they wait, make things and change. No, if you make things and change for your life, if you change direction, if you change, and when they say may you partake for your LGA, You know me say you must can't give money. No, you only your sense. If you bring your common sense where God don't give you, you advise things that will change. If you come inside, you fix where make people go. Maybe the people that today will get plenty money inside LGA don't contribute. But we need people like you where get sense. Because if they talk say this person they do so, this person they do so. Bring your sense inside your LGA so that you can manage their resources where they get them. Maybe they need your sense to do better. And your name, I tell you, say this war, I don't always talk, say this war will live for very long time. Even if our bones and go, books that will write about this war. So this truck where they go on, so they'll write about your name. Only with your small knowledge where you bring them inside your LGA, you come, they will receive you. If they receive you, put them on a back bench. You know me say you know will progress to that place where you did. May you come. But may you understand say this Jange group where they enter inside where they say Chris Anu na Nyongo house. May you understand say play where they take you go. Now play where you know come back. They don't already buy
knowledge for your deliverance.
Yeah. I want last year, one time I say, if you look that stage where they don't station, now only the movie like for Fee Masha, the king, where they sing music, and for no pit where they don't make it own coffin. Now when the guy die where they don't go measure a coffin, correct, only for a body, then pentam, a coffin. All this fight where they fall, so you don't see them buried that was on coffin. They go bury, they go fix it on, cover them. Then they bring and can wear on for his skin. Then for under the coffin, they make na hole, na ladder, na hole day, so that air feed the come. That time for movie don't pass. We don't stay there for this movie then. When you don't tire, no need for them make this movie. Go rest, put your team, bury them. Go find some place, go rest. You know, say everybody go leave. This one, now that one they can say guerrilla warfare where you fight the hide, they come out. If you don't tire, go hide. No take a second game for enemy. No, they try for act movie. When you act that movie, so now they were you bad. If you want to go now that coffin fall. You broke your foot. Well, you don't tie so you don't broke your foot. That one will happen at true way, no fight. So we'll try for avoid all these things. I thank you plenty. We will do again. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, my brother. So me, you know, the work of a road like a because we no get mommy, no get papa. Interim government na mommy na papa na ya umbrella. Not the work of a road like a vagabond. You see, they don't deny we governors since 1972. I usually wake for some morning time, take a resolution, be accompanied by French people. Jogo intimidate. I said refuse a woman or bamungere. Now una tell me say bamungere, fine. People have a full man, fool them. Deny so unified government. Pobia just come with arrogance, just can't colonize we now one time. So we not only suffer for a long time. And then the one that they start crying, when they start to the leader, they don't say them out. Dr. Sako don't stand strong. We keep this thing strong. You see, all man now supposed to they no one call. They one call themselves and say comrade. So when they say they one call themselves and say they mean they no call it is a government and again. We will strong argument and say they get government, we to get own government too. So we open una eye and say una see the thing una learn. We tell una thank you my brother. Good night, more let it matter. Next week we will really talk fine for this palaver. For the legality and historicity of government. So I'm gonna really hear and understand them. As the talk by the day, it shows say we don't already exceed that time we get today. So another thing and they won't come up now. So we talk for one and stay strong because come back for house, come back some of the one them. You see, we not call Narakara unity for unity palace. We no get purpose. We talk and say come back for house. We like people for Southern Cameroon, we don't already be united for a long time, many times. We don't really be very, very united. We reckon our people the way, number one, we live for country, for contributing, they will unite when I will educate them, for family house them. So all the units where they fabricate and about distance bring about we. Now the one who will talk like we Balimantongang will not deal with it again. So thank you plenty for this program for today. As when I hear you and talk Saturday, tomorrow we'll talk about Ngokitunja draft for news plenty. But Saturday, now the D-Day for Ngokitunja, and we'll call all man. Say no try, make error for no come for the Ngokitunja draft. My name na Tapa the King. We'll get the program with you and then Mate when I say una good night. Una enjoy.
Draft Award 22 is here. People, it's time to win again.
This is the time for us to draft until we draft. That must be our slogan and rallying cry now. And along the way, we should be asking ourselves some critical questions.
Are we still enjoying 3 square meals a day? While our boys on the ground lack the basic gear they need to resist the occupiers?
Are we still living a life of luxury and comfort? While our brave restoration forces lack medical supplies at the home front?
Are we still throwing big birthday bashes while our restoration forces lack basic communication equipment to maximize their efforts?
Are we still going on cruises and expensive vacations while our IDFs on the ground go without food and logistics?
Are we still finding excuses not to make the necessary sacrifices and drafting big while our restoration forces lack the game-changing equipment that they so desperately need to bleed the enemy?
On a daily basis, how much are we putting aside for our liberation, knowing that only through the fierce resistance are we going to liberate our beloved country?
Are we providing the federal government and the CIC the means to carry out some of the critical, intelligence and other special operations across the national territory?
As we ponder these questions, we must remember that a goal that is not funded is nothing but a wish. And we must not let Amazonia die as a wish, because we failed to fulfill our patriotic duties by making the great sacrifices befitting a great people.
The war draft once more is coming to your county. Stand up and be counted.
Bifendae, kadu yenyu bifendae. We will be kwe kadu yenyu bifendae. We will be kwe kadu yenyu bifendae. Oh, kilo bifendae. You left so kilo guamba. Yelelelelele guamba. Where do I take me go be?
Hey, 27 my birthday on 17 August 3 o'clock in the morning. Can't forget that the day was a Monday. I burned the weed from my no light just a brown. We chatted one last time when I become I was on the shop. I asked I was killing you tell me chat. And after that now it's a different story. No man no go use like I reach for heaven. Big thing that my grandma miss you too. I know when I deal with us always in spirit watching is out the day I'll be here forever in all your memories forever live. I pray the Lord your rest.
Started from the burden, but you end your journey halfway. Crying up to God, how you got me feeling this way. The love and passion you had for the music, no be ever play. Remember how we drink, smoke, knock beat like every day. The last we had together, don't delay because you know today. But God knows why you had to go before you start the pay. Even though no day for record song, kill all this still so we all this great work, this short time, cut your cafe.
We all need one another. Every day, Monday, they suffer. I'm chasing this money to pay all the bills and buy a crib back for me. Say, I don't believe what this skizzy got up for me. After this hustle every day, why you want live when I this way?
Bifendae, kadu yenyu bifendae. We will be kwe kadu yenyu bifendae. We will be kwe kadu yenyu bifendae.
Kemike, amkobawe, kilo, wachi bake bambo kunko. Linji chane, kade kir bugango bien yewe ningo mnane amwanonge. Rest in peace, Rudolph Ngwa. Dola yeni tempo de kopti tine were. Yoma, chiwane bifende, kilo ufi were.
Kola jeto nosha, mwewe mingo yo banja. Se avanro pampa, rest in peace to area killer. Wemo ile koka, that's why I don't see. No way o bambomta,
mu. Mem kwa ne when she song ako chuba ne kilo afem teni ayo ani nyua. I dey see you all time as you dey fly for sky. As you look down for me and then I catch a smile. Then you say my geometries, everything will be alright. Cause I always be by your side.
If you can find some peace, just try to make it last. Said I do be happy today, tomorrow's not bad.